Hey everybody, welcome back to my Unprocessed Life. I am headed to the grocery store because apparently I'm out of greens at home and I need some more greens. And today is day 3, I think. Is it day 3 already? Today's Wednesday. So day 3 of my pound of greens a day challenge reboot. You got to add another word on there when you screw up your first one. So originally I was calling it a pound of greens a day challenge, and then of course, because I didn't finish it and you know, so forth, I then ended up having to call it a reboot. So yeah, so now I'm rebooting it. And so I need to go get some greens. So it'll probably be more spinach because that's what's cost effective over at the grocery store here in Littletown, Alabama. I'm going to probably have to change those up next week or the week after and do some different greens. But that scares me a little bit because I've kind of gotten used to the spinach. The spinach is kind of a mild flavor and it's just not too overpowering. When I did the collard greens that one day, oh my goodness gracious. And kale is pretty strong too, so we'll just have to see where we go with leafy greens. I may have to do some research on that to figure out. Today was pretty well unorthodox as far as you know, I didn't have to make any decisions or anything like that. For breakfast, I had my liter of water, and then I had 4 bananas. Is that right? No, 3. I had 3 or 4 bananas, whatever's on my Instagram account. And then I also had like a half a quart of my green smoothie. And then for lunch, I had the rest of my, I had another green smoothie. I had another quart of my green smoothie. And then for my snack, I had another quart, which was about 2.5 hours ago, judging by not only the time, but how hungry I'm getting. I like to space out my eating throughout the day as best I possibly can. Yeah, I had 3 bananas this morning. Because if I'm a big eater. I've been a big eater my entire life. That's one of the reasons why I'm as heavy as I am. I can down a lot of food all at once without much problem. And so if I do that, I could literally, you know, drink all of my smoothies and eat my bananas in the early part of the day and then be hungry again in 3 hours. And so it just won't sustain me for long periods of time if I don't space it out. Now I'm full, you know, or at least satiated enough after 1 quart of green smoothie so that I don't have to I don't feel like I need another one, at least not right away, but every couple hours. So today I kind of ate all day long and I felt pretty good about it for the most part. I did get a little sleepy in the afternoon, but I'm not sure why that was exactly. Could have been because I was a little bored. Shh, don't tell anybody. Anyway, so that's all good. I also went for a walk today. That's also on my Instagram. You can check it out. I did a short little video of the path at work that we use. It's about a half mile, all things considered. It's not real long, but it is very hilly, and it takes me about half an hour to do it. And it you know, being as big as I am and as overweight as I am, it definitely does kick in the breathing, especially, and the sweating and so forth. It's not easy for me to do at all. And it's not just about getting the heart pumping and so forth. I have to consider the breathing because I have bad lungs. I had asthma as a child. I had pneumonia as a child. My lungs were already scarred before I started smoking, and then I started smoking at about 18 or 20, about 20, over just a dumb reason, you know, which every reason for starting smoking is pretty well a dumb reason. So, you know, it's nothing more special than any of the others from that perspective. But I had a falling out with a girl, and I was just like, screw it, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and it doesn't matter. And I don't care what happens to me. And I kept that attitude for a really long time. And unfortunately, you know, events like that can really warp your world and can really change it up quite a bit. And so then I went on to smoke from about the time I was 20 until I was about 37, 38, something like that. About 18 years. I think I counted it up one day. It was 18 years. And 2 weeks before my first son was born, I quit smoking. I just took the last pack, and I said, because I knew that when I had my child, that I was going to want to make sure that I could be around, and I knew that smoking was bad. So it's one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life, just to be a smoker, and I wish I could take it back. But now it's not, when I exercise and when I work out, it's not even so much that I have loose joints or I'm heavy or I've got other challenges, which I do. I've got other medical challenges when it comes to working out. It's breathing. It's breathing, and the way my lungs are, if I breathe too fast, too much, I hyperventilate and I don't really get the oxygen. It sucks, because my body is ready to do a whole lot more. I'm ready to do a lot more exercise than what my lungs will let me do a lot of the time. So that's a challenge that I deal with pretty consistently. And even on short walks like today, that's something that I deal with. I try to pace myself so that I don't end up just being completely useless and bringing on different medical issues. Because I've done that before, where I've gone out and I've been working out or exerted myself too much and then couldn't breathe for a weekend, almost checked myself into an emergency room, a lot of those different situations. I had one doctor want to put me on steroids, on a daily steroid for the rest of my life to deal with it, and I decided not to go that route. Anyway, long story short, exercise is a real challenge for me medically as much as anything else, but little bits and pieces here and there, we'll work on it and it'll get better. So I did that. If you want to see pictures of anything I eat in a day, make sure you go over to my Instagram account. That's where I post pictures of everything I eat that I don't forget to post. Unprocessed.life is where you can find me on Instagram. And of course, if you want to email me directly, you can do that at myunprocessedlife@gmail.com. If you want to leave some comments down below, we love comments. And as always, I want to thank you for spending time with me. I know that you could go anywhere and be doing anything, so the few minutes you spend with me I really appreciate. So thank you for taking your time and sharing it with me. If you want to see when new videos come out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I usually do 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes you get bonuses, sometimes it just all depends. So if you want to know when new videos come out, you got to click subscribe. Anyway, I will see you again tomorrow morning on my way to work. I'm not carpooling tomorrow, so just going to be me, and I'll have a lot of time to talk. So at least I assume I will. Until then, have a great night, a great day, and I will see you again soon on My Unprocessed Life.